What up, fam? I want to talk about something with y'all real quick. And I think this is one of the most dangerous doctrines that's out there. And it's this whole idea of once saved, always saved. And I ain't going to just go from my opinion, but I'm going to bring out scripture. So bear with me for a second. The first scripture I want to go to is Matthew 10:22. You'll also find this in Mark 13:13. And Matthew 10:22 states, "And you will be hated by all for my name's sake, but he who endures to the end will be saved." All right. So this also goes well with Matthew 10:34 through 39. And I actually had this in my last video. But let's just go over real quick. Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against his mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemy will be those of his own household. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. So once again, this is all about obedience. You know, we find ourselves in a state where we're starting to get a little lukewarm. We're getting comfortable with our lifestyle as a Christian. Look, we once saved, always saved. I ain't got to do nothing. But here we going to have to listen to God. We're going to have to obey God. We're going to have to go against our family members. We're going to have to go against this world. So if we ain't strong enough in his word to actually go and pick up our cross and follow Christ, then what are we in threat of losing? Come on now. Once again, once saved, always saved. I don't see it, but let's go to Philippians 2:12 through 13. And I like this because a lot of people always start off with work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. But let's start off with 12. "Therefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you, both to will and to do for his good pleasure." Once again, once saved, always saved. I just don't see it. Why do we have to work out our own salvation? This is a continuous process. All right? Come on, roll with me.